All right. So this deck is an Ascended Calper original, the brewer formerly known as Go Calper. And this is Leyline Axe. Now, last week we had a mono green Leyline Axe deck that like worked way better than it was like than it had any right to. Actually, that's not true. It actually lined up really nicely and it was clearly well thought out. So it had every right to be as dope as it was. And now we're doing a mono black Leyline Axe. Because Calper has apparently decided that the Leyline Axe is going to be their card of choice for the next little bit. And I respect the hell out of that. I love finding a groove with like a certain card that you just find inspiring. And Leyline Axe is an interesting one because it's not like inherently powerful. Like a 4-drop that gives 1/1 and double strike that equips for 3, like if you have to pay the full 7 mana for it, it's just not great. But in proper Leyline style, if it's in your opening hand, you get it for free. Well, spotting you that 4 mana off up top all of a sudden makes this decent. Like double strike and trample is phenomenal. Yeah, Leho, exactly. It hits just right. Like Embercleave fans know how good this combo is. It absolutely is. So let's lean into it. How are we making it work? And first thing I noticed, first things first, out of just Cecil, Dark Knight, it's a 1-drop 2-power dude with Death Touch. So like Cecil on 1 into like removal or something on 2 into equipping the Leyline Axe on 3 onto Cecil. Shut up and take all of my money. That's amazing. Like I'm already in. Like that's all I needed. What else we got though? We got the Case of the Stash Skeleton. We make a little menace skelly. Okay, rock on. Which also that skeleton is going to be able to have haste coming off of Corpses of the Lost. So we got a little bit of skeleton synergy. Sick. We're also rocking, interestingly enough, we're rocking Timeline Culler instead of Forsaken Miner. I would have expected Forsaken Miner in this spot because it is a skeleton. And so you seeing Timeline Culler as the other like aggressive 1-drop is interesting. That said, Timeline Culler could also block in a pinch, so that's nice. And it having the warp ability. Okay. So Calper, so you're fair, actually, you're absolutely right. Here I am thinking like, oh, Forsaken Monument has this synergy point with Corpses of the Lost. You could give it haste. And Go Calper identified, Timeline Culler just has haste, dog. Like, you could also just like do the thing that does the thing whether you have the other thing or not. And it's like, you know what? You're right. So no, I appreciate that. So Timeline Culler is haste regardless. Like this can haste on turn 1. Forsaken Miner can't. Okay, yeah, cool. And on top of that, we're not really, like this deck doesn't have a ton of targeted removal in it. So there will be plenty of turns where we're not committing crimes and able to bring the Forsaken Miner back. Whereas Timeline Culler, again, we can just bring it back by ourselves, like whenever we can pay for it. So, all right. Additionally, Timeline Cullers paying life with the warp could allow us to flip Cecil potentially like a turn earlier, which that's cool. I like that option. But yeah, so stash skeleton and corpses is really interesting interaction. I'm here for it. And then we also have the Elegy Acolyte because drawing cards with combat damage is great, and a 4/4 lifelink for 4 that can also make dudes is also like fantastic. So yeah, I'm here for all of this. Yeah, and Midnight Paladin is going well. Fun fact, we actually played your random encounter deck as our first deck today because the Gazbang Goblin boosted the crap out of it. It played very well, and I had a ton of fun. And on top of that, Midnight Paladin, it's actually going to be the first Bruise Day deck tech that I publish out to YouTube. So you'll be able to see that later or check out the VOD. But yeah, Paladin, it's going very well. How are you doing? I'm having kind of the best day. Yeah. But no, it was dope. It played very well. It was unreasonably fun. Actually, no, it was exactly the fun was reasonable because you crafted that deck quite nicely. But anyway, so back to the deck at hand. So yeah, it's a high to slash and X. I'm here for it. I love this. This looks great. Yeah, so this is mono black aggro. We do also have the Unstoppable Slasher, but you'll notice there's something that I hear mentioned a lot in discourse around Magic. It's not uncommon for people to say, oh, if you're going to be playing this, you really need this. And Unstoppable Slasher combines beautifully with Bloodletter of Aclazotz, right? Like those two together create an instant one-shot kill. But I really appreciate that Calper identified the Unstoppable Slasher alongside Leyline Axe is dope by itself. And Bloodletter of Aclazotz, while being a strong card, would really only be in here to support the Slasher, and it doesn't really do that much else with us. Now, in the Unholy Annex builds, it being a demon also gives you added bonus, so like it makes more sense there. Here, no, the slasher itself is bringing the heat, because if we can give double strike and trample to a 2-power, like I was already talking about how dope it is to throw the axe on Cecil. Could you imagine needing to block with 6 separate creatures to prevent all damage from going through to the opponent's face? And if we tag multiple times, they lose half their life. Like, if you can double tap with a slasher, bruh, it's disgusting. And Leyline Axe gives us that opportunity. All the things I loved about Cecil totally count with slasher too, except more so. It's like the idea on this is fantastic. I love it. Yeah. Dude, Death Trample is disgusting. So for anybody who's not aware, who's not familiar, I'm sure most of you are, but for anybody out there who's not sure what we're talking about, when you give a creature that has Death Touch Trample, the way that trample works is trample damage is you assign enough damage to kill the blocking creature, and then any excess damage carries over. Trample sees the fact that your attacking creature has death touch. And so as a result, it identifies the threshold that it needs to apply damage to that creature is 1. And so 1 damage will be dealt no matter how big the creature is, and the rest of that damage tramples through. So Death Touch Tramplers are practically unblockable. They're like, it's gross. And so, yeah. So giving Death Touch Trample, just, it's great. And giving it Double Strike as well, like, good God. It's, yeah, it's kind of upsetting. And so when I say that, like, to block a double striking 3-power unstoppable slasher, to make sure that none of that damage gets through, you either need to obviously kill the slasher or bounce it or something like that, or fog it. Like those kind of things totally work. But if you want to do it with blocks, you literally need to put 6 separate creatures in front of it, because it has 6 damage and it will only assign 1 to each creature blocking. Dumb. It's dumb. It's so dumb. And it's beautiful. I love it. Oh my God. So yeah. So that's what we're doing here. All right, so let's get into some mono black axe. Let's black that axe up. I don't like how that sounded. I'm not gonna say that again. All right. I feel like I can't say that anyway. But yeah, so here we go. We're doing Leyline Axe Death Touch action. Yeah, jank from my past should be in a therapy intake form. Yes, for real. I feel like, yeah, past jank from my jank from my past. That's absolutely yeah, therapists are here to help you just work out the jank from your past. That's exactly right. Yeah, this is Black's mode. That's what we're doing. Yeah, what you ask your face. Exactly. Yeah. So is there a tool? We can't edit decks already posted. No, but if you send me a DM, like a whisper in Twitch or a DM on Discord with the name of the deck, I can delete it, and that refunds your points. So you'll get your points back, and you can submit new versions. If it's like 1 or 2 things, you can, like, if you're here when it comes up, you can also just let me know, and I'll tweak them. I'm easy with that stuff. But no, there isn't a clean way to modify the decks once you've submitted them. Oh, Calbert, you do have 24 hours to delete your own deck? I actually didn't know that. Thank you. All right, so we are 1 pip. We're 1 game win away from Diamond. I'm going to be kind of bummed if we get to Diamond because we have an opponent who queued up and just didn't show. It's looking like that's the case, though. I could be wrong. Maybe they just had to wipe. Your point's back, right? Okay, cool. That's awesome. I'm glad. All right. We got the Cecil, we got the Duress. We don't have the axe in this hand. I need to assume that our opponent's actually there. So I'm gonna mulligan. There we go. There we go. That's what's up. Boosh. Axe on 1 with the Cecil. Oh, they are there. Hello. All right. So we got Sideshow Cecil in the mix, and we've got the Nowhere to Run back. Oh no, I have lost life. Whatever will I do? Oh no. So my hope is that they play out what they think is a blocker. I hit it with the Nowhere to Run. Oh no, they're gonna just put the Trailblazer aside. Sure. That tracks. That makes sense. You should do that, opponent. But then I'm gonna do this because I can. Crunch. Out of the pain. Crunch some more. Out of the pain. Now, they're going to pay this and the Cactus Sure Shot, and I'm going to be probably dead, right? Should I have, like, equipped this and not attacked? Yes. Because then I'd have a double striking Death Toucher back. That would have been great. Because if they have a Cactus, I'm just dead here. And if they don't, I might be able to take them out, and that'd be really cool. Okay. Z Worldwagen. Yep. Hold removal for Battlecry is important, but YOLO. Yeah, no, for real, I really should have. That was, not holding removal for the Battlecrier was, like, super dumb. Yep. And they're actually running the proper amount of colorless nonsense, so, yeah, if they had another Vestige, I'd be 100% dead here. As it stands, your friend is only mostly dead. Well, pissy poop balls. Neat. Love that for me. Now this is cool though. We get to untap and flippity flop. Whoop. You got a sweeper? Yeah, something like that. So there's nothing I can do about the Battlecriers, but I can remove the Trailblazer, which is card draw. And now we no longer have Death Touch, which is notable. They're doing better on the TV? Well, thank you. Yeah, and I'm going to hit... I'm going to tragically traject Dragonhawk. Because if they have to get through combat... I mean, this is... Well, that's just 16 damage right there, isn't it? Endless Whispers. Oh, Endless Whispers phase. That's... Yeah, also absolute class. Oh, I just had another one. All right, no, cool. That's neat. That's great. Yeah, okay. Game 2, I guess. Yeah, they go to end step. This just triggers and just machine guns me for 1,000,000. Neat. Yeah, I needed to kill the... I needed to keep nowhere to run up to kill the Battlecrier. Not doing that was just... That was just me screwing up. Long goodbye. Yep. I'm gonna need you, bud. Bitter Tref. I'm gonna need you too. I'm not making that same mistake again. I'm not doing it. You can't make me. And I'm gonna go ahead and... shave some of these. I don't think the Duress is going to be particularly meaningful. Yeah, which was great because you can kill players on rotation. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. I'm just going to bring in just an obscene amount of removal. Is that a good idea? I don't know. We'll see. But am I doing it anyway? You betcha, baby. Yeah, and this time around, I just need to... I need to prioritize keeping removal in my hand. I also need to mulligan to lands. Maybe not that many, though. That's a bit much. And this now doesn't have any of the removal that I wanted. Neat. Love that. So, aggressive negotiations. It costs 3. Yeah, so some of the difference between 1 and 3 mana is enormous. I mean, well, 3 times, obviously. So I think Duress is significantly better than aggressive negotiations. So yes, respectfully, I do disagree. All right. You didn't want to block? Why not? That would have been super cool. Best removal is player removal. Can't confirm. Aight. Homie can't block. You're welcome to swing it in. And it's Menace, so. He's a menace. Lost corpses. Intimidation tactics is legit. That card is absolutely an option. I have seen that shown up in main decks recently. So yes, that's 100% a thing. Also good sideboard tech. And against a deck like this, it'd be really solid. Yep. If you descended this turn. Chances of me descending here are not great, unfortunately. Well, actually, you know what? Fouquet Weebles. Crunchy crunch. We gotta punch. We gotta push damage one way or another. So. Okay. All right. That's named Eldrazi. If I can pay for the ward on this, kill the roaming throne, swing in, get in for 3 probably, and we do descend on discard. Yes. Now, they do have the Temur Battlecrier. That was very greedy. And I will probably pay for it. But let's make them have it. Let's make them put something together. All right. God damn it. Okay. Yeah, but no attacks. Yeah. Yeah, opponent, you're right. You're right. They can only block 2 of these. Monaches. They could have survived that turn. If they had left the void, the Timeline Culler through, they would have survived at 1. They had the opportunity. They had the chance. They chose not to. I'm not mad. All right. Let's run it back. Yeah, a punt happened on the stream and it wasn't me. Let's go. I'll take it. Also, Mr. Manatee, don't worry, your check's in the mail. All right. Bruh. Nowhere to run live, time like yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Also, yes. Did I mention yes? Because yes. Beep. I love that sound. Just oddly satisfying. All right, I'm going to get in for some damage because I can. Now we're at parity. I'm okay with that. Somebody's still counting on me because you can. I'm not even going to be mad because the sheer number of punts that I have done that y'all don't call me for is astounding. So the last thing I'm going to do is bitch about you marking one here. Yeah, I deserve way more grief than you guys have given me thus far. So this next turn, I'm going to attempt to do this. If they have a Torch the Tower, now's a phenomenal time for it. Fire Magic also works, yeah. Except that puts it in my yard. That's neat. I like that. Zerverd Wagon, yep, yep. Okay, we're flooding slightly, but that's okay. And I'm gonna keep up the nowhere to run, don't worry about it. I'm just gonna play that fucking thing, God. Oh, wait a minute, I could've hit it with nowhere to run and it would've been, Cool. I love keeping removal up for the Battlecrier, and then they play all the things that, like, don't give a shit about the kind of removal I left up. That's great. Yep. Neat. Cool, 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 cool. Cool, 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 cool. You must be destroyed post-haste. Them's just the rules. I'm probably dead here. All they need to do is play a dude that can crew the World Wagon, and I'm toast. That is, in fact, a dude that can crew the World Wagon. But yeah, exactly. So we hit the wagon with it. And now I live at 1. Which is, you know, a bit awkward. Well, we're not hurting for mana, so. That's theoretically something, right? 6, 7, 8. So send this, keep this back. We're probably still dead. And the Timeline Culler is just a body at this point. I will not be able to warp it back because my life is too low. But between the Skeleton and the Sanctuary, yeah, several things. Exactly. So you're telling me there's a chance. That's exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, if they tortured, we just die. Correct. But they didn't, so we didn't. Let's go. Don't stop believing. Oh, baby, baby, we did it. Dude, this is great. Dude, Coward, this deck rules. I love it. And we just hit diamond. You'll love to see that. Ah, feels great. Feels great. All right, so here we go. We're gonna do the Black Axe one more time. We're on the draw with no play till turn 3. That's a pretty easy mull. This is interesting. So potential early removal and Corpse of the Lost stack is the thing. They're good in multiples, so I don't hate that. Use Thralls and Tarion to disrupt the meta and raise Sephiroth. Cool. Hey, if that's working for you, kick ass. What'd I just say? So we can run into Vivi and be mad? Yeah. Cool. Love this. Love this for me. All right, so Thundering Falls on 3 means that they're not gonna drop Tursa or any of that jazz. So that's good. I'm gonna get corpsey. I'm gonna get all corpsified. Because I want to be aggressive, be aggressive. B-E-A-G-G-R-E-S-S-I-V-E aggressive. And next turn, we're gonna be able to play out the corpses. And if they block, we can Tragic Trajectory their dude. Which would be neat. Yeah, Zeratul, I wonder. Oh, if only there was some way for us to know what our opponent was up to. Clearly, this is a, it will be a mystery. Yep. Goodbye, hopes and dreams. You will all be missed. Props. Doobity dop bop. Props. Skibbity blap blap. I could like triple tap to kill Vivi, or I could get in for some additional damage. Yeah. Oh no, Marathon. This deck needs to be banned. The fact that this deck is not already banned is evidence that Wizards has screwed up. No, this whole thing is absurd. None of it should be allowed to exist. But that's also not like any kind of hot take or news. We all know that. Wizards knows that. Every tournament organizer knows that. Every standard player knows this. Every content creator player knows this. 100%. Every human being who has looked at a fucking Magic card in the last 3 months knows this card needs to be banned. It's not even close. It could not be more obvious. So, if Wizards doesn't ban Vivi, they are making a declarative statement to the entire world that they're not appropriate stewards of this format. They need to ban Vivi. They need to. For the health of this for this format, and just it's not a question. Yeah. Yeah. Almost cool enough your wife even knows. Yeah, it literally does not play Magic but understands this. Yeah, it's just a fact. Yeah, and well, we all know they care more about money than anything else. That's just true. Worse than Cutter Term? Easily. Oh, at the very least, like, if Cutter is bannable, this is so egregiously bannable as well. And there's a theory that they'll ban the Cauldron and leave Vivi untouched. Obviously, that doesn't solve the problem. If anyone is trying to tell you, like, honestly, that they believe Agatha's Soul Cauldron is the problem, they are lying to themselves and you. It's just not. Cauldron is very powerful. It is a very good card. Vivi's the problem. This thing being warpable is massive. Because Tragic Trajectory is now fully live. Yeah, Cauldron was playable. Yes, that's a good way to put it. Cauldron was playable, but Vivi made it the meta. Yep, that is exactly right. Yeah, they banned Corey and Monstrous. Yeah. Then why is this allowed to exist? It shouldn't be. It's really that simple. If Corey Steele is bannable, which it was, this is also very obviously bannable. Anyway, Summer, have a good night. Plus Quantum Riddler? Fucking sure. Love this for me. Yeah, they had the info they needed. Yeah. Bibu, you think 1 VV is okay? I disagree. 1 VV is still incredibly powerful. It is still doing something that is, in my opinion, more powerful than you should be able to do in standard. I just believe that. I just think VV's too good. Just full stop, plain and simple, is just too strong. The fact that it works with Cauldron is it becomes Nadu once you add Cauldron into the mix. That's its own thing. But like I don't even think 1 VV is okay. I like 1 VV 100% takes over games. Yeah. Yeah, standard striving's the biggest meme you've ever seen. Yeah. It's pretty ridiculous. This is the best shot I'm gonna get. Mono red pre-ban versus Vivi would be nice to see. Zero tool. It'd be interesting. Like if you could do the Heartfire Hero mouse package against this, what happens? I think standard becomes like an inarguable turn 3 format, and we all lose. I think is what happens. So I don't know. That doesn't sound like a fun time to me, but to each their own. Yeah. Well, we still die because all of their cards are worth like 7 fucking cards, and they spend 2 mana and get 9 mana worth of shit. Like, what can you do? Weep constantly, softly, and tirelessly. That's what we can do. And I will. All right. Again, I just need every piece of removal I've ever seen. You can bring in the Ghost Vex. Archenemy Charm. Exile thing. Oh, that's exile. Yep. Never mind. You're not going anywhere. I need to shave something. You know what? I think the no order runs are probably not going to do much because all of their things will be enormous way too fast. I also think trajectory being sorcery makes it less optimized, unfortunately. Yeah, you think Case is the weakest link? Okay. Yeah. So, almost cool enough, Maro responded by stating that their recent game design is the best in history, like dribbling down. That's a shame. Like, so Jose, I like Maro too. I think Mark Rosewater is he's a good dude with a good head on his shoulders, and he clearly loves this game. There's no question about that. And I think that is admirable and genuinely lovely. But at the end of the day, like, right, he's very much a company man, you know? And, so, it's a thing. Okay. Yeah, paid by hand, bro. Yeah. Yeah, don't bite the hand that feeds, exactly. I get it, you know? Like, I can't be mad at the decisions that he has made and the kind of stuff he's saying, you know? It makes sense. Even if we would prefer the situation to be different, you know? All right. And we hold up the long goodbye, which is probably going to kill this otter before it's all said and done, but I'd like to see them invest some resources into it first. Yeah. Props. Doobity bop bop. Props. Skibbity bop bop. Props. Was 55 course dinner, Jose. Kinda, yeah. Is what it is. Alright. I made my bed. I'm gonna lay in it. I don't care about your spell pierce. If you somehow sideboarded in Shore Up, go nuts. If you don't have that, get wrecked. Yeah, mirrors all day at tournaments. Calper. Oh, God, no. Of course not. Like, I remember when Oko was running around, I saw some people complaining on social media where it's like, everybody stop running Oko. I'm sick of all these mirrors. And it's like, come on. Like self-awareness? Any of that? No? Okay, neat. Like, what are we talking about? But yeah, Cecil with the axe, yes, that is pretty cool. So I'm gonna attack here. I'm gonna get him for 4 damage. Encourage them to spend Flood Maws now. I want them to spend that mana so that we can stick the slasher. That's my thought. Yes! Into the Flood Maw Timeline Culler. Perfect. That was exactly what I wanted. Exactly. Perfect. All right. Now, that said, that deck is capable of drawing their entire fucking deck for like 2 mana. So there's a very good chance the Slasher's also going to get answered. But let's make them have it. Okay. Mako Cauldron. I need to do this. I haven't done this yet today. I need to do this. I need this, you guys. I need this so much. And we can warp. It's true. Just give me this, okay? Opponent, please let this go through. Please, I need this. No! Oh! Come on! You're playing Vivi. You're ruining everybody else's fun. Let me have some. Boo. Let's run it back. You don't have to block anything. You can just let it happen. But come on, just let it happen. Oh. All right. That was great. Oh, we did the thing. Yeah, they do hit 0 there. Yeah. I believe it. Because, yeah, so... Because Cecil and... Well, because the first hit happens, they have, and then the rest happen. Gross. That is a lot of colors. And I need to do the thing. Typical bathroom thing, right? Mulligans are like when you have to pee. Or mulligans are like going to the bathroom. If you're asking, should I do it? The answer is yes. So there we are. Played against Vivi, a commander the other night. Yeah, so much fun. Oh yeah, the best. Got time beat out Vivi last night, Sephiroth. Nice. I don't doubt it. Yeah, I don't doubt that for a second. Well. My engines shall start, and your otter shall be wrecked. Calderons? Sure. That Cauldron doesn't look as impressive with this Ghost Vac here. And that's neat. Do you want to discard a Vivi real quick? No? Okay. That'd be so cool of you if you wanted to do that. I think that'd be really neat. Be really neat, really special. I'll do this. I don't need to. It accomplishes nothing, but screw it. I will. I'm going to do corpses. I'm going to go corpse mode on this because I want to keep working the momentum and try to encourage... I mean, they're running Long River's Pull. They just discarded one. And it's clearly very strong against me, so I'm guessing they have another. So I want to encourage them to use it here. Okay. And next turn, I might even throw the axe on this thing and keep Slasher in my hand. And just keep punching with what we got. But yeah, given that they're leading with the Cauldron, the Ghost Vac having come in from the sideboard, perfect here. This is like this is the matchup for it. All right. Yeah, they got an opt into starting town. I will not be distracted by these. Yeah, and on their end step, if they have a Vivi or another good target in the bin, Ghost Vac just stays open. I do nothing with it. They're going to warp that, draw a card. Are they taking for a land? They discarded the starting town earlier, which I know is not great here, but... Okay. They don't have anything in the... Now I'll tag, because there's no... I'm not worried about the Cauldron activating here. They still have the one blue open. I'm really encouraging that Flood Maw. Stop discarded talent. Oh, that's true. Here goes Vax, here goes Vax. Yeah, field wipe control Sephiroth. It sounds like a good setup. Rocket A. All right. So next turn, if we throw down, well, that being here changes things a little bit. Could you imagine if we top deck a Strategic Betrayal right here? That'd make me real happy. I would like it a lot. I like that a lot. Sometimes you just gotta put it out. You gotta manifest that shit. Every now and then, just put it out in the universe, and it just happens. Warping time! Alright, earlier you discarded it into the Flood Maw. Was it because you had multiple, or was it because you fucked up? Let's find out. Hiya! Yes! Woo! Let's go! Mono Black Axe taking down Vivi. You'll love to see it. GG's opponent. Woo! Oh. Thanks so much for making it to the end of the video, and I want to give a special shout out and a special thank you to all my Twitch subscribers, YouTube channel members, and the folks over at Patreon. All of you make this possible. Thank you. And over at the Patreon, we have Angry Jellyfish, Davey, Hal, Carl, Levi Grattan, Big Mamu, and Vance. Thank you. You've been with me for a while and it makes a huge difference. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to be doing more of these daily deck tech videos featuring viewer-submitted decks, and if you would like to submit a deck for consideration, we actually use a system on Twitch called the Brew Queue. It is an application that you can see in my About panels over on twitch.tv/hamhocks42. I am live over there starting at around 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. So your morning work days, I got you. And on Tuesdays is when we specifically play viewer decks. Sometimes I dip into the brew queue outside of that, but Tuesdays is guaranteed locked in. We do it. I also do viewer challenges every other Friday or so. So if you're interested in battling me on Arena, that's a thing that we do over there too. I would love to see you pop into the chat if that would be of interest. Otherwise, just know that I really appreciate you being here. Thank you for checking out this video. And I'll be back with another one probably tomorrow. Take it easy.